Hi, my name is Ivyann Shen. I'm a sophomore at the Emma Willard School and I play the piano. The piece I performed was Ballade No. 2 in F major by Chopin. And I don't think I'll ever tire of listening or playing this piece because it is truly a roller coaster, and I fell in love with it because of its subtleties, contrast, and the overall story it tells. It opens in a very gentle, nostalgic F major key that is just very sweet. Something subtle and clever that Chopin does is that through the recurrence of the note A in every major chord, he actually foreshadows the presto con fuoco A minor section that is about to be unleashed. And this section is the complete opposite. Afterwards, there's this brief respite using the return of the opening theme. But this time it is much less happy and innocent and more uneasy and disturbed. Then that is quickly followed by the return of the quick section, and it just builds and builds for several pages, continuously up until a climatic and discordant chord progression. And I like to call this progression the coup de grace, or the killing blow to the song's protagonist. Whenever I play this piece, I imagine a hero's life that has a bit of a morbid and tragic ending, but technical challenges and its fiery emotions make it a really fun piece to play every time. Some of the things that helped me build my own story behind this was some renditions by professional musicians, but also I drew inspiration from some of the books and literature I had read before, and that's how I formulated my idea and interpretation of it being the story of a protagonist and his downfall. I, of course, want to thank Dr. Spiro-Allen for not only nominating me, but also her continuous support every day. And I want to thank my current piano teacher, Mr. Michael Thermopoulos. I owe him so much. And I would like to thank my past piano teachers, Ms. Kay Kahn and Ms. Noelle Liberty, for their help in my growth. And of course, I want to thank my beloved family. They have been my biggest supporters since day one. And finally, a shout out to my beloved Emma Willard community. And it is such a talented and diverse and encouraging community. And it has fueled my passion for piano every day that I was there.